The Funny Adventures of Lightning McQueen and Mater. It was a bright, sunny day in Radiator Springs, and Lightning McQueen was zooming through the town. His best friend, Mater the tow truck, watched him with a big, toothy grin. "Hey, Mater," Lightning called. "Wanna go on an adventure?" "Adventure?" Mater's eyes lit up. "You betcha, buddy. Where we going?" "I was thinking we could take a shortcut through the countryside and visit that old racetrack up on the hill," Lightning suggested. "Yeehaw. Let's go." Mater replied, revving his engine. Even though he didn't need to, the two friends sped off together, leaving behind a trail of dust. The countryside was beautiful, with rolling hills, big trees, and butterflies fluttering about. As they drove, Mater kept pointing out funny things. "Looky there, Lightning. That cloud looks like a tractor." Mater laughed. "You and tractors, Mater." Lightning chuckled. "You see them everywhere." Suddenly, as they came around a bend, Mater screeched to a stop. "Oh, buddy. Looks like we've got ourselves a problem." In front of them was a big, muddy puddle blocking the road. Lightning smirked. "No problem for a fast car like me." He revved his engine and sped toward the puddle. But as soon as his tires touched the mud, splash! Lightning skidded, slipped, and got stuck in the middle of the puddle. "Ah, man." Lightning groaned. His wheels spinning helplessly, Mater rolled up and laughed. "I guess even fast cars can't outrace mud." "Very funny, Mater," Lightning said, embarrassed. "Can you help me out?" "Of course. I'm Mater, the world's best backward driver." Mater boasted. With a grin, Mater backed up to Lightning, hooked his tow cable, and started pulling. But instead of getting Lightning out, Mater slipped and tumbled into the mud, too. "Welp, now we're both stuck," Mater said with a giggle. The two friends sat there for a moment, covered in mud and laughing. Just then, they heard a familiar voice. It was Sally, their friend from Radiator Springs, who had come to check on them. "Need a hand, boys?" Sally asked, smiling. Maybe," Lightning said sheepishly. Sally drove over to the edge of the mud, careful not to get stuck herself. She pulled out a strong cable and tossed it to Mater. "Here, hook this up, and I'll tow you out." With Sally's help, both Lightning and Mater were pulled free from the mud. They were a mess, covered in mud from bumper to bumper, but they couldn't stop laughing. "Well, that was some adventure," Lightning said, shaking the mud off his tires. "Sure was. Let's do it again," Mater exclaimed, excitedly. Sally laughed. "Maybe after you two clean up." As they drove back to Radiator Springs, Lightning and Mater shared more laughs and stories, knowing that no matter where their adventures took them, they'd always have fun as long as they were together. "Next time, let's avoid the mud," Lightning suggested. "Nah, mud's the best part," Mater said, grinning, and with that, the two friends drove off, ready for their next funny adventure.